The wave of retail crime shows no sign of slowing down, and now police and private businesses are stepping up their response. Police are visiting more petrol stations in the middle of the night, and one major retailer's hired a private firm to beef up security. All this as a South Auckland shopping mall suffered its first ever ram raid. Simon Mersep reports.
Inside Mangere Town Centre in the early hours of this morning, the mall recorded its first ever ram raid. The shop hit had installed new security doors. In this case, the robbers did not get inside. But they still caused a lot of damage. The clothing store estimates about $20,000 worth. Damage is still being done at petrol stations. This is a Caltex in Manurewa early on Sunday morning. The owners had just bought the business.
Yeah, it was just a month we took the handover and then this happened. We are really worried because we never know what's going to happen. Even in the daytime, we are not safe.
Z station workers and owners are also very worried.
Unfortunately, we are seeing a spike in incidents over the last few weeks.
Z has now hired a private security firm. You'll see one guard in the top left of screen checking in with staff. Z call it a welfare check.
So we are looking for them to be random, and likewise the time that they spend on site could vary from a few minutes to longer periods of time. We're also stationing guards on a semi-permanent basis at areas that we think may be hotspots.
He says if guards are confronted by robbers, their first response is to call police.
We certainly wouldn't be expecting the security or any of our staff in that matter to put themselves in harm's way or to try and resist.
Would they be armed in any way?
No, they certainly would not be armed.
Police have also stepped up their presence. In the last week, they say they visited petrol stations 200 times across Auckland to show their face and provide reassurance. Auckland police have made 6 arrests in recent weeks and say most are teens. They're worried this offending could still get worse.
A number of the offenders are taking what could be weapons into the petrol stations, and so we are really worried that someone is going to get really seriously injured.
During yesterday's Manurewa robbery, one offender rushed over to another vehicle on the road, a reminder of how coordinated some raids are. Police believe the offences are well organised, but say there's no evidence yet that gangs are involved. Simon Mersep, One News.